All right, we're live. Welcome back to Crypto Mischief. Richie here, where I talk about my favorite thing in the entire world, goddamn cryptocurrency. We're here live because this is happening real time. Crypto can be really exciting sometimes. Trust me. We are talking about the book of Binance. I'm going to put a comment into the live chat. The question is book bottom is in. Let me know your thoughts, guys. So, do you think the book bottom is in? Book bottom, bottoms, fat bottom girls. What am I talking about? Book of Binance. We've covered this on the channel since launch. We went into the pre-sale and it's done extremely well. Now, let me think, since the 1st of May, so we could say the last 2 weeks, right, of book as a performing asset has gone from 2 zeros and an 8, so under 1 penny, all the way up to 6 cents. Right. And that's even in 2 weeks. So that's a 7x in 2 weeks from the pre-sale of book way back in when did we have the pre-sale? Back in March or February? January, sorry. Back in January, we had pre-sale for book, and that was at 2 zeros and a 4, right? So it has performed very well. And what goes up must come down sometimes before it goes back up, logically, right? Let's look at some charts. Let's get the exciting world of crypto. Sound like ChatGPT. Unveil the exciting world of crypto with DeFi extraordinaire, Crypto Mischief. Right, so here's the chart. We have some guys here. We have Marvelous Crypto Talk saying crazy opportunity. Okay. And Michael Blackwell saying book to $1, right? Which is, that would be amazing, right? That's a good 50x from where we are right now. So look, this chart, right? So this is a 2-week chart you're looking at here, right? Basically. So we come in, right? We're going from the 1st of May here and then up to where we are today, right? So until yesterday, when I noticed some volatility building in book, okay? And we're going to talk about why there was volatility in book as well. But yeah, so that's 700% up from the 1st of May. But then we've got the 50% down from the May 13th to 14th, 50% down. We have Quantum Immortal, Mr. Furley, or Wise T-Gen. He's got 3 names all across crypto. And he says he bought another big bag. I might do that live on stream because we're going to talk first. So how about we do the logic for why not buy lots more book right now, okay? And then afterwards we'll do why not to buy more book, okay? So we're going to look at both sides of the tail of the tape. Good idea, good, okay? Because of course we do have book. You know, we're going to have yay and nay in this discussion, right? We're going to have the herd stomped all over us. We will recover. Also, it's another yay. Just watching my trove and doing what I can to save it. You can do it, Alartemis. Just basically de-risk, buy more book, put the book in, or just de-risk completely, sit back and go back in a week, right, when everything's calmed down. We knew this day was coming. Right? So let's do the case for why buy more book first, okay? So the reasons why I think we should buy more book is, firstly, right, this pump is going to happen again if everything goes to plan. The developer, Aaron, of course, has said he wants it to be $1 billion cap coin, right? Currently $5 million market cap, all-time high, around about $12 million market cap, okay? We've seen from this past 2 weeks that the demand for this coin to moon and moon hard is there, right? So that's, for me, a really great sign for future green candle days and green candle weeks with book. The fact that they did prove that book can go from a $200,000 market cap coin and hit 10 million plus, right? That's great proof. That this actually gives me a lot of confidence in book going forward, because this, you don't see that from many coins, especially on the Binance Smart Chain. How many $10 million market cap memes are there on the Binance Smart Chain, right? Well, I mean, we can go and have a look if you want, and we can have a quick look and check out what's going on. Okay, so let's quickly go down. A lot of these are all kind of internal coins, but, you know, market cap 600,000. These are all the trending ones today. So Broccoli, of course, 20 million market cap. Okay, we have that's not a meme coin. We must have like the Simon's cat and stuff like that. Puffer, That's not a meme coin, actually. I think that's to do with Puffer Finance. CGPT, ChainGPT, not really a meme coin. Heidel, 30 million, right? So Book in 2 weeks got almost to compete with some of these coins, meme coins, which are actually listed on PancakeSwap and have syrup pools, and you can earn by single staking your Heidel or pairing it and then earning cake in a legitimate, pool inside PancakeSwap. Heidel has one, Broccoli has one, Coma, another one, right? $18 million market cap. So, Book got within a 40% pump to match Coma's market cap, right? And Coma, as well, if you go to PancakeSwap, right? Coma also have their own pool. So if we come to the earn and then I haven't used PancakeSwap for so long, but yeah, you come here, earn from LP, right? And you will probably find, yeah, there we are, Wrap BNB with Baby Doge, right? Baby Doge. They pick Baby Doge, they pick Siren, right? They're picking all of these kind of $10 to $30 million market cap meme coins to earn through PancakeSwap, right? And it's just a matter of time before we type Book in here and we're going to get one. That's the first bullish thing. Because of the sign that it can go to 12 million market cap, it can go beyond, the demand is there, the volume is there. So therefore, I think it's only a matter of time before PancakeSwap actually lists Book as a farmable asset, right? And from there, we're going to go. We're going to go further. It's going to be a glorious day. We're going to take all the naysayers and convert them into Book buyers. I don't want any, hate or, we all know there's cabals in crypto. We're not one of them. We're just looking to make money, right? Donkey. What is Donkey? What's the other one? Like Simon's Cat, probably. No, Simon Cat. Oh, we have a Simon. You get my point, though. Okay. So essentially, Book is gonna do just that. They're gonna get on PancakeSwap. They're gonna get a pool. They're gonna make lots of people really excited to buy Book that have never even heard of it before, and that will run the chart up even further, in my opinion. Okay, that's the first thing for Book. Okay, they've proven that they can do it. They've proven that they can do it, and they're going to prove that they can do it again. Second thing is that Book has more utility than any meme coin in Binance Smart Chain, right? You could go across a lot of crypto projects, and Book could probably be in the top 10 of utility packed meme coins. Okay. What does Book offer? So Book firstly offered me something great, which they released months ago, and people know it, but not very well. So there are 401 people using this, which is the Book V3 liquidity tool. And this actually, there's times to sell Book and times to buy Book. And what the V3 liquidity tool, I've covered it a lot on the channel before, it offers you the opportunity to use your Book to sell Book over time by swapping it in liquidity from Book into BNB. Okay, so you can see from here, I've had a couple positions now closed. We have a $1,600 position closed here. That's fully finished. I put it in as Book. Book went up in price. It converted all the Book into BNB over time. And then I took out the BNB. So I took out $1,000. I took out $500. I took out $1,600. I have this one waiting for $2,000. At the moment, it is 52% complete. I have another one to wait for $59, and I took out this one for $149. I've never sold Book, I don't think. Possibly I've traded it. I can't remember, actually. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. But I haven't sold it recently, past couple months. So, and the thing is as well that some of these, like this one, for example, I withdrew it because it pumped up to $12 million market cap. I completed it. I got $1,600. I got the BNB, and now it's actually sitting below the completion rate. So I could then take that 2.4 BNB and buy Book with it, and actually, get a better rate than what I got out the other end. This is a great tool. It's a great way because what it does is it manages to allow someone to sell the token without it causing a red candle in the chart. That's what's happening with the V3 liquidity tool. But at the same time, if you took all your Book and you put it into the V3 liquidity tool back, way ago, back in January, right, when the price was, 0.002, right, not even a penny, right, and then you put all your Book in here and it went all the way and skyrocketed up to what it's at, which is, like 20x or something, 30x, something like that, right? You would have gotten BNB, but nothing compared to the value you'd have made if you'd just held Book. So you can also just hodl it. If you don't ever plan on selling it until you get life-changing money, then don't use the V3 tool. If you think you are looking to take profit on the way up from book, like I wanted to with a portion of my book holdings, then use it, right? That's the first utility. It's the easiest one to understand, which is pretty crazy because it's also quite complex. It's quite funny. And of course, the second one, which is a newer protocol for book, which launched 2 weeks ago, which is very funny. It launched 2 weeks ago and book went parabolic 2 weeks ago. They are intrinsically linked. The new protocol, book USD and book token, and why we pumped so hard, so fast, so gloriously, and won so much adoration from the Binance Smart Chain community and all over the world was because of book USD. Let's check out the comments. We have book can easily surpass $1. Literally will change lives. Yes, if you have $1 million book right now and it goes to $1, you got $1 million. Change your life, right? And $1 million book right now is not crazy expensive. It is quite expensive, but it's not ridiculously expensive. I've spent way more on other projects before. Book is the only meme on BSC I own, says Wise DGen. So yes, not me. I unfortunately own about 7,000 memes on the Binance Smart Chain, but that's just me. I'm a hooer. I'm a meme hooer. Book, the best meme on BNB chain. So you see, like, people are looking at this chart. There's 50%, 52% now red candle, and people are just bullish still on book. This is why I'm pretty happy about this. Lartimus is my homie. Good. That's good. There's a Sui Trump there representing Sui Trump. It's very important. But today we're talking about book. So let's check out book USD and I'll explain why it moonshotted the price of book and what's going on now. I'm pretty sure a lot of you watching might be in it. So from all of the book holders, I'm not sure how many book holders there are actually. Let's have a look. How many holders in book? I bet it's a ridiculously low number because they haven't been using any kind of bots. They haven't, it's really easy to use volume bots. Because I know this now because I own the Sui Trump coin, right? I made it. It's really easy to make a volume bot, which just makes you thousands of holders, which are only holding dust. They're not actually holding anything at all. Yeah. So token holders 1,346. Not that many either, right? I mean, and we got that high market cap. So to make you even more bullish on that, we just found another reason why this might be unbelievable. We come to broccoli. Let's go to broccoli, right? So we're on broccoli. $21 million market cap. How many holders does broccoli have? All right. 18,000 holders, right? So they have 17 times more holders than book, and their market cap is only, it's considerable. It's 21 million, but it was only half of what we got to yesterday, right? So yeah, I just found a secret second really bullish thing about book. Only 1,500 holders, 1,300. Crazy, right? So super early into this project, and the upside potential is massive because of the fact that this lending exists. So lending, how does it work? What is it? What's going on? I need to update this page, I think, because we need the oracles and everything firing perfect on what we're at right now. Right, good. So what's happening here is you're able to take your book token and you're able to put it into book USD and borrow out a stable coin called BUD, right? And with that stable coin, you can then earn in the stability pool with your stable coin. Here you see I have $6. I've de-risked a lot, by the way. I've paid back a lot. And from the stability pool, you earn BUS token. So there's 3 tokens. There is BUD, the stable coin, book, the coin you add in as collateral, and BUS, which is the share token. You can stake the BUS too, and you can earn BUD and book. I've got 25 book here. I've got 2.6 BUD. This 600 APR in one pool, 500 APR in the other one. And these APRs have been pretty much steady for the past couple of days now, which is excellent. Now, I don't want to get into the ins and outs of how it works because it's essentially a fork of Liquidity, which is an Ethereum-based lending service, but it's using a meme coin instead, which means the APRs are going to be higher, the risk is going to be higher, and the gains are going to be higher, right? So that's what you need to know. There are currently 100 people using this. So I would say they're about 15% of book holders are aware or using the book USD. It did get up to about 220, right? Nobody has been liquidated from this platform yet, right? This came from Moon Yield, which we covered, which was made by Aaron as well. And it was closed because it was using an inflationary asset and it wrecked everything. It broke. It got bricked, essentially, right? It broke. And Moon Yield broke. But using Book instead is a completely different beast. Book, of course, is a meme coin. It has a fixed circulating supply. And I'm going to show you exactly how to manage yourself in here if you want to do it. As I said before, other options for Book. Just buy Book, just hold it. If you don't want any risk and you just want the upward momentum and you want other people to be DeFi stuntmen and take risks and go wild, then I'll be the DeFi stuntman. You can be the Book hodler. That's perfectly fine as well. But for this, I'm going to show you. So the moment my collateral ratio is 501. Now I've had it as high as 1,000. And I like to sit at around about 600 to 700 because I have PTSD from Moon Yield, which means I don't want to go to sleep and wake up and find that there's been a larger dip in Book price, because then I might get liquidated. Yeah, I would get liquidated if my collateral ratio goes below 140%, right? Now, it's well safe right here. I have enough BUD just to pay it all back, take my Book, put it in my wallet, come back later when everything's a bit calmer, right? Totally fine. But there's a new thing that's been added to this called redemptions, which has gotten everyone in a bit of a flutter, right? It's actually really bullish. This is why it's also bullish for Book, right? The idea of a redemption, which you can find here, is a new section which has been opened up in the site. And this was not in Moon Yield. It was in the contract, but it wasn't ever available in the UI, right? So what you can do here is you can take your BUD and you can redeem your BUD into Book. And when you do that, that helps the price of BUD go up to $1. We had the problem in Moon Yield that BUD was like $1.60 and the price of MSS was going down, right? Because it's inflationary. Whereas with Book USD, it has the problem actually that BUD is under $1. So it needs something to put it up. So that's how the BUD token remains at $1. Redemptions happen when it's under $1. And then I guess buy pressure for the token comes in. How does it go down actually? How would the token go down? Let me think. It's under $1, so you redeem it. It's over $1, then I guess people eventually would just start swapping their Book for more BUD token because it's more than $1 essentially, right? You're getting a better deal. So that's kind of what puts it down. We wanted to stick at $1 for a couple of reasons. One, it attracts more large-term investments, like the Elephant Money Herd and Aaron's advisor, Bank Teller. He joined, and they brought $100,000, put it into the trove. They made a trove with $100,000 and also brought in a lot of their followers and their investors inside of their core unit inside of DeFi, right? There's different bubbles and things in DeFi, right? That's great actually, because it brings a lot more capital. And the TVL now is 98.1 million Book, which is a lot of Book. And the BUD around is 721,000 BUDs is staked, which is quite good. So it means there's like $1 million plus BUD, $1 million going around for this BUD token. More people using this, the healthier it's going to be. Basically what I'm saying. There's nowhere else you can do this. You can't use a meme coin to lend and borrow anywhere else. And it's great. I'm earning passive income from my Book. Book goes up or down. As long as I keep this ratio safe, then I'm fine. So how can I manage to keep my ratio safe? If I say I want to get it up to 600, I have two options. Number one, I go into stability pool. I then decide I'm going to take out more of my BUD, so say $500, and then I go to manage trove, and I go to BUD borrow, and I put down the BUD borrow by the $500, right? So that would be like 1,700 something, right? And then I submit the change. That will then raise my collateral ratio, and I'll be back in the safe, but I'll be earning less in the stability pool, right? Which I don't want to do. I've already kind of put it all the way down to $1,000. I don't want to go any lower, right? The other thing you need to be careful about, is being liquidated. And what happens when you get liquidated is your Book will move into the stability pool and pay to the stability pool stakers. And that is, great for anyone in the stability pool. Not so good for book's price though, because a lot of people who get that book will sell it. That's why we might see more volatility. We might. The other option you want to do is you want to buy more book, which we're going to do. We're going to buy more book. I'm going to buy more book. I was planning to buy more book yesterday. I was buying book more yesterday. I kind of bought the top on it. I was just DCAing around, and I decided to buy more. So we have here Jim Sony. Hi, book friends. Hey, bookers, how you doing? We have Bajak Ali. I joined Crypto Mischief in 2020. Best crypto channel ever. Nice. Long-term subscriber there. If you're new to the channel, please take a second to subscribe. I want to get to 30,000 subscribers. I've got like a couple hundred to hit, and then I'm going to make it there. So please do that. We have Book, the best meme on BNB chain. I agree. It's the best meme on BNB chain. Hands down, best. Yeah. So I want to buy more Book. It's very easy. You just type in Book. If you don't have the contract address, because again, like it's not even, look, it hit $12 million market cap, and PancakeSwap can't even be bothered to pull their finger out their ass and put the picture of the book there, right? They expect other people to do it for them. Come on, guys. Like, come on. Got to support homegrown communities here. It's ridiculous. Shame on them, right? If you want to buy Book, you can come to BookUSD or bookmeme.com, I think. Links are in the description for Book, right? You can just come here to Book and then buy. You click buy, it's going to then populate PancakeSwap with Book for you, right? So I want to buy Book, so we'll take one BNB. We're going to get ourselves some Book. We're going to get 24,000 more Book, okay? So then I swap that into Book, bada bing, bada boom, and we sign the wallet. Oh, I'm on the wrong tab, sorry. We're doing it here, right? We're buying one Book. Okay, we got the Book. The Book arrived. We got 24,383. We then just return back to BookUSD, and sometimes it doesn't update, so I go to Trove, and then I go back. Yeah, there we go. See, now we're down at 464. We're getting an even bigger dip on Book. Look at that. Look, where's the dip? We're watching this live, guys. See, I told you this was going to be exciting. So anyway, so I need to save my Trove. Richie's saving his Trove. See, now we're pushed it back up to 520. Submit. That's right. So that's how you save your Trove. You buy more Book. This is intrinsically bullish for Book's price because, of course, if people need to buy more Book, they can't earn it like mint stake share. They need to buy more Book in order to save their Trove, or they need to exit out of the protocol and then just hold their Book. Who's going to sell your Book? You know, like, it's ridiculous. I don't know why anyone here is actually selling their Book. That's wild. Let's go back to Dex Screener and see what's happening in this chart. Looks pretty crazy, actually. If we're getting that kind of action on, like, I didn't expect that kind of 4% drop there. It's a 2-minute 4% drop. Tasty. See, just by waiting a little bit, I got more Book. All right, here we go. Yeah, ooh, nice. Who's selling? Who's selling? Someone sold 3,000. Someone sold 13,000. Half a million Book there sold. Not a Book believer. Not a believer. Get it? See what I did there? 1,000. You know, don't hate on these guys who are like selling 6,000, 7,000. This guy sold them 2, so he sold 500,000 here. The 75D, was he the guy again? Let's see. Yeah, he's hit. Okay, so it's one guy sold 1 million Book, basically. That's what brought the chart down. That's what you're going to get. When something pumps so high, there's going to be these people who are getting the project because they're not fans. They just want to kind of try and get the big win from the chart, essentially. So probably he's cashing out in profit. Fair enough. Doesn't matter. Don't worry about it, right? The only thing I worry about, and I think I've covered all the good things about Book, and the plan. Oh, I was going to talk about this. So Book's marketing is pretty great, actually. So 5,000 followers on X. This is organic, right? You would see tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of followers if it was fake, and their engagement is very nice. So here, huge day for Book. Today, I'm OG James. I'm not sure who that is. He's an ambassador YouTuber. James Parker OG. He's going live with a massive video about Book. More massive than this? I don't think so. And it's set to light up the entire crypto scene. This is definitely written by AI. This is the moment we've all been building for. Major eyes are coming in. Major momentum is brewing up. If you're not loaded up yet, this is your last call before the spotlight hits. Get in before the video drops. Get in before the world finds out. Get in before book explodes. Right. And we have another guy here who is All Things ETH. I watched this video. Pretty good. I'm going to give him a follow. He's covering book. So these are, I don't know if they're paid marketers or just marketers, because for me, I'm not paid to promote book. I'm a friend of Aaron's and I like what he does with crypto. I think he's a very exciting developer to follow. He's always up to something, and he's always building, always grafting. So it's, you know, it's a fascinating process watching someone like that create on chain, you know, create their legacy. New video dropped by All Things ETH. Okay, that's good. So an update on redemptions. So you can see they're generally 50 to 100 likes and 40 to 50 retweets per tweet, right? This is good engagement. It means it's not fake. There's nothing fake about this project. It's all real. Everything's backed up, right? And of course, they do the weekly AMAs as well, which is great. Name another dev of a coin who takes his time to each week meet up, show his face, and take questions about anything. Chart up, chart down, exploit, or amazing, 20x pump, whatever it is. He's there and he's going to tell you exactly what he thinks about it. So that's also good. Drip Millions is in the house. What's up, Book fam? How you doing? We're just talking about how great Book is. Millions is another man who talks about Book, and he talks about Book quite a lot, actually. So you can actually come to YouTube and you can find out about. Oh wait, I just realized I'm on the wrong bloody page for that. I was just going through the Twitter there. Drip Millions. Yeah, I'll find him here. I'm not even subscribed. What the hell? So you want to subscribe to this guy? He talks a lot about Book. You can see Book. Excellent stuff. Basically, things that I'm in, he's in, right? Which is great because it means we're aligned with what we think is going to make money. Always awesome. So you want to get over and check this out as well, and see what he's up to, because he's got a nice view on crypto as well. So that's an organic content creator behind Book, just like myself, and all we want to do is send Book as high and as far as possible. That's the main idea here, right? So yeah, the one issue with Book, the one thing I'm worried about, I think, is the L word. 10 points to anyone who tells me what the L word is. I'll give you a second. What's the L word? Anyone know? Write in the comments what the L word is. You get 10 crypto mischief points. 10 whole crypto mischief points. What's the L word? What am I worried about? Who knows? Come on. I know there's a bit of a lag between me saying it, so I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and see what it is. We're going to see. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got it. KFT, 10 crypto mischief points for you. Firing this stuff. Liquidations, yeah. So liquidations are the one thing I worry about with Book, and I really hope we avoid them, right? So we got liquidation, loss. could be loss. We're all worried about loss. Redemptions. I'm not worried about redemptions. Redemptions are a good thing. Possibly he could hide it because it doesn't. I don't know if we really need it unless the bud price goes down to like 70 cents or something like that for redemptions. Because right now the price of the bud is 99 cents, right? So no one needs to redeem. We could maybe hide it. I think it's because people don't truly understand how it works, so they're a bit worried that it's going to have a bad impact. But it's not redeeming that much Book, really. And it's kind of healthy for the protocol, because if you don't have an on-peg stablecoin, people won't pay this platform enough attention. They won't trust it. You need to have the way to bring the price up and the price down. It's very important. Liquidity. I think the liquidity for Book is pretty thick, actually. $1.1 million locked liquidity, $4.9 million market cap. That's fine. No problem there. I mean, if Pancake fucking Swap got going with their promoting Book, then we might get a bit more. I think we should start grassroots movement of getting Pancake Swap to do some things with Book. That's what I think. Liquidated, yeah. So the answer was liquidated because that can bring added sell pressure. And anyone who's in Moon Yield knows exactly what I'm talking about here. So what can happen is when we come to risky troves, we're going to see that we now have people in risk, right? Got some risky troves. This guy's got $14,000 of debt, 838,000 book in his trove, right? Now, if book keeps going down if book goes down another 10% or less, 10, 5, the ratio to the borrowed is not even 10%, is it? It's much less. Basically, if book keeps slipping, because we are still slipping in price. We're going down, as we've been talking on stream, right? We've been going down and down, right? So if it does continue going down, we might actually see some liquidations occur in the exciting world of DeFi. Now, what's going to happen? Let's say this guy does get liquidated, right? Sorry, man, you're going to get liquidated, right? A button will appear where you can liquidate him, or you're just going to get forced liquidated. What's going to happen there is his $22,000 at the current price, but really we'd say his 838,000 book are then going to be sent in entirety, right, into the stability pool. And in the stability pool, everyone's who's in there is going to see book arrive in their stability pool. But not only that, they're also going to see their BUD, their stable coin in the stability pool is going to go down, right? So they're going to have less stable coin and they're going to have book, right? And of course, for anyone who wants more book, that's great. They're like, great, I just got more book. I'm going to put it in my trove. I'm going to build it. I'm going to be safe. I'm going to weather the storm, right? But other people will think, fuck, I lost my BUD. I lost my stable coin, which means I can't pay back my trove, which means I now need to sell the book, right, to make sure that I'm going to profit, right? And this would be the wrong thing to do. Because of course, if everyone sold the book, which came into the stability pool in liquidations, that would drive the price down even further, and that would trigger more liquidations, right? And that's what we don't want to see. So hopefully people are going to be pretty smart about this, and they're going to think about not selling the book, putting it in their trove, increasing their collateral ratio with the book they earn. And then once the storm's over and everything's settled, then we can just, re-enter back into the lending and have a nice time, essentially, right? A safer time. So that would be my advice. If you are in the stability pool, you see you've got more book, but you've lost your BUD, just put the book into your collateral, right? Of course, you then are increasing your risk, though, because if the price continued to go down, say it went down another 40%, right, and more got liquidated and it was a cascade of liquidations, you then have to buy the BUD to close your trove to save your book, right? So it's a tricky situation. That's why also in this kind of volatility, if you are thinking, right, I think there's going to be a liquidation wave, I think there's going to be a big further dump in the price of book, then you could do what Marvelous Crypto Talk's just saying here. You could just buy and hodl your book, right? Which means close your trove. Send the BUD into the trove and take out the book, put it on the side, and just go to sleep or go do something without worrying about watching book USD. Because it can be pretty harrowing, right? Just continually have to think, okay, is this going to continue to go down? Like, because if it can go down 40% in a day, it can go down 40% another day as well. So that's the big worry I have in the short term. But long term, I'm bullish book. Staying in the stability pool because I want more. I want more book, and I'll be putting it into my trove. If at any point it gets really airy-fairy, if I go down to, like, for example, 300% collateral, I'll just close it and I'll step aside and I'll wait for this whole thing, the whole drama to unfold and pull off. That's the idea. People are getting liquidated right now. They're not, because I don't have any book. No one has been liquidated yet. That's fake news, Terry Brewer. Unless wait, hang on. Fake news. Let's see. No, it's fake news. It's fake news. Nobody has been liquidated yet. We are watching. I might hang on in here and we can see if it's going to happen. That could be fun. Yeah, 160 now. Now it's going up again. No excitement. I wish that'd be pretty fun to watch it happen. Then we could see, because really it can be worrying. A lot of people get a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt or FUD during this kind of shock period. You can just look at the good times, move the chart back like this, and then just pretend, it was yesterday and everything was good. Or move the chart back here where you were thinking, oh, I'm not going to buy Book. Book's just a meme coin. Book's not going anywhere. It doesn't have any potential to go high at all. I don't think Book is going to ever reach even $5 million market cap. It's no way it's reaching $10 million market cap. It's getting hang on, right? It did, So the opportunities here for buying more if you see the long-term potential in the coin. Short-term, definitely, we are going to have a couple days of pretty big volatility, I think, definitely. So you got to keep an eye on that, see what's going on. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get any liquidations. Terry Brewer, I wish to. Yeah, totally. Really close. Yeah, it was close, but no biscotti. Lots of buys happening. Yeah, it's like I guess the volume on Book is going to be wild right now. What's the volume today? $1.3 million volume. Yeah. So yeah, nice. What's happening? And we have some buys: $3,000, $1,000, $5,000, $1,000. Yep, that's only in 10 minutes. Jesus. $900, $1,000. This guy sold 400,000 Book. What a dick. This guy bought for $4,000. What a hero. $5,000 buy by this guy. F77. Then F77. He bought $5,000. He's like, no, I need more Book. He bought $500 more. That's what we're talking about. Hero, legend. Yeah, this guy selling $1,000. 164. Loser. Total loser. No, I'm just playing. We need buys and sells. You need people to buy Book and sell Book to create volume, because volume attracts. Like now, look, it's number 8 at the top there. You can see it's number 8 in all of Binance Smart Chain in volume right now. Crazy. Who's the biggest profit winner in Book then? This guy's made $47,000. This guy's made 130. He's all 37 also. 47. Sorry, $44,000. So some of these guys have made serious dough on this pump from Book. It's great to see. The winners, good. The top traders. All right. Well, looks like we're not going to get our liquidation wave, which is a good thing, really. I'm happy that I will be ecstatic if it's like 11:45 right now for me. If I wake up tomorrow and there's been not one liquidation, I'm going to, oh, lost myself. Your browser lost your screen share audio. Try sharing your screen again. Restart your browser. Gosh. Hope you can hear me still. Got confused now. Started hitting all the wrong buttons. Let me check the settings. All right, I'm good. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully I'll wake up tomorrow and no one has been liquidated. That would be the best scenario for this. We want to try and keep a clean record. And you want all of these trove owners to be responsible and wind down their risk and weather the storm. And if there are liquidations, you should consider anyone who's in Book and wants to get Book to $100 million, $500 million, $1 billion market cap, and consider not selling your Book from your liquidations and just either putting it on the side or using the V3 tool that I showed you, or putting it in your trove. If we want to get there, that means that if we get to $1 billion market cap, we can go back on the stream, right? And we can say, remember when Richie was talking about Book, when it had that big 50% dump, and everyone was fudding or fearful about what was going on. And then 6 months later, went to $1 billion. That means all 1,350 holders in Book right now would be in massive profit, huge profit, life-changing profit, would change everyone's life. And this happens in crypto. I'm not saying it will be book. This is not financial advice. You need to do, your own research and take your own risk with all your assets in crypto. I'm not your daddy. I'm not your mommy. But it could be the project, right? There's going to be one. We know we're going to find one that's going to be like the absolute beast of the bull run. Could be this one. It's in my top 5, definitely, for this could happen, right? Good. Great DCA opportunity. Exactly, right? That's what I did. I DCA'd one more BNB in there, and it's gone down a bit, but that's fine. TVL and book USD and LP too high for liquidations. Hopefully. Let's see. I just posted a link to this video. Good job, Wise DJing. Good job. I can hear you too. So anyway, actually before we go then, let's do a little quick, in the live comments, let me know, book, yay or nay, yes or no. What's your thoughts? Buy more book, or do you think don't buy more book? Let me know. I want to see the comments coming in from the people. We're going to see we're going to read the land, right, on people's thoughts on book. We have a yay. We have a yay. We have a oui. I think that is French for yay. I'm gonna say it's French. Must be French. We have a yay. Buy, hodl, and win 100%. Nice. Million says yay. Big yay. Right. Yes, book. Nice. I thought we'd get some fudders in here. No fudders. No, good. Well, that's my thoughts too. That's why I'm buying more. Just don't get shaken out. Don't get worried by these kind of things. Let's keep going. Book with 1 billion market cap. What would book price be? Can we do that? Can we do like the market cap of? Just dream. Yeah, while things are dumping on. There's a market cap of. It's on CoinMarketCap, right? I think we can do it there. No, marketcap.com. $5, what WJ says. No way. Let's see if we can find book in this one. Select A. Book. Yeah, there we go. Okay, which coin has... I'm going to do this the crypto mischief way, where we're not going to do maths. We're going to eyeball it. we're going to find a project which is $1 billion market cap. And we're going to do that way. There we go. Dog with hat. Okay. So book with the market cap of dog with hat. Would be. Oh, there we go. Look at that. WJ, you are a maths genius. $5.82 if book got to $1 billion market cap. Wild. Right? Wild. That means, like, for example, I know a couple of guys who got in the pre-sale. They just bought the 1 million book. That means they'd be sitting on $5.8 million if book gets to the market cap of dog with hat. Wild. Like, that would be insane. And I hope it happens. I hope it happens for everyone who got into book, who buys book, who's ready for it. Why the hell not? That's a fun one, actually. It's very fun. Okay, I'm going to head off. Let's... Hopefully we have not been liquidated before I go. Chart's good. Yeah, we're good. There's buys coming in. Nice. Okay, I've been Crypto Mischief. Peace. I will be live tomorrow for me, or 6 p.m. Pacific time, which would be today for some people, or maybe tomorrow also. Not today, for Pacific time, with Mr. Furley, who is Wise DJ on X. We will be promoting the upcoming private raise of SuiDex, which is a brand new yield farm, which I am releasing on Sui chain, and we're doing a raise. So if anyone's interested in that, come into X, check out my X account where I've already tweeted out about what's happening. And if you have any questions about it, then let me know, and be happy to answer all questions about what we're building. 6 p.m. Pacific. That's right. 6 p.m. Pacific on X. Easy. Peace. Crypto Mischief. Be good to each other. As always, don't get wrecked.